Just before we start this video, I want to tell you guys I'm going to be doing a Q&A in about 2 weeks' time. So feel free to ask me some questions on my social media, including Twitter, Facebook, and on any YouTube video between now and the upload, which will be in about 2 weeks' time in order to get questions. Hope you enjoy the video. Hello there guys and welcome, it's Niran here and today it is time for some more F1 2013 sprint mode here. I'm in my Red Bull, we're here in Canada, a track that always throws up some great races online and offline as well. The AI even managed to find races interesting on this track. We're about to go out here, I think this is episode 14, last episode was unlucky episode number 30, well it didn't prove to be too unlucky. We're here in a 6-man race, I think. We are in a 6-man race round Canada, and let us see how this one goes. So then, here we are on the grid. We've got two Force Indias behind. We've got Ranuke in the McLaren there to the left, just moving about a bit. We've got a guy from God knows where the heck that is. I think there's a country called Djibouti, so we'll call it Djibouti. Djibouti man in front there in the Williams, and we are underway from 4th on the grid here. The Japanese Mercedes on the front row doesn't get a great start, neither does the McLaren to our left hand, so we're going to try and go around the outside of all of them, and despite being really quite cautious, we managed to get around all of them as they have their own separate accent. Behind, Rapid Conch 137 in the Force India looking quite menacing on our tail, but in front, Djibouti man in the Williams there as that was horrific. A horrific cutting of the corner. Rapid Conch did a bit behind, but I think he just outbraked himself. Mine was just wrong. Just morally and completely wrong. But to the right-hand side, Djibouti man's just made a complete hash of the chicane. We have to lift off, dab off the throttle to avoid some sort of horrific accident down into the chicane. The Force India and the McLaren gaining. Everyone's outbraked themselves, mainly Djibouti man. The McLaren is going to come onto the outside of us, so is Rapid Conch. We're 3 abreast, down into the hairpin. Djibouti man outbrakes himself, so does Rapid Conch. The McLaren goes up the inside. I'm so sorry to Rapid Conch, it's a bit of an accident. He spins. What the? I have absolutely no idea what the heck just happened, but the McLaren and the Williams in front just decided to drift down the straight. Djibouti man is cautious on the brakes and decides to, well, cut them anyway. We're now right in his slipstream, right behind him. We're going to try and make a move down into turn 1 as the McLaren starts to get away. Down into turn 1 they go as we now start lap 2. Bit of understeer into the exit. We just about make the apex. Cut a bit of grass there on the second corner. And Djibouti man gets a bit of a slide going yet again. We're going to try and get up the inside though now of Djibouti man, but he brakes quite late and then just runs across the grass. He is starting to gain some time back on the McLaren now in front of him, and then just outbrakes himself yet again for that chicane. We're just going to undercut straight up the inside of him. Nice clean move there, and now the job is on to try and catch Ranuke, but still I suppose we have to defend from Djibouti man's Williams as he now lunges it up the inside and just basically pushes us off the track. Well, there you go. That's apparently how you make the move. We're down into 3rd now, and Djibouti man's decided to lunge it now at the inside of the McLaren. We've gone wide. Djibouti man reversing in the middle of the track. That was a bit of a weird one. They were completely out of shot, and then he just was in the middle of the track, reversing back across the track again. Well, anyway, the same job now applies as it was before. That sentence made no sense, but still we're going to now try and catch the McLaren of Ranuke as we almost bunny hop across the last chicane. The Ranuke there clearly running into the wall of champions on the outside because it was end fence and front wing absolutely all over the show now, but we are catching this British McLaren hand over fist as we go on to the final lap of the race. Ranuke though did set the fastest lap of the race on that lap as we now plunge into this chicane downhill. We are catching Mr. Ranuke hand over fist, as said previously. The fastest lap didn't last long because someone who isn't even in the top 3 has just taken that from the British McLaren in front. But we are catching him now. We're only about 6 or 8 tenths of a second behind as we come through the first sector. Now down into this chicane. We're about to end the second sector now. We're quick through the chicane and we are now all over the back of him. Do we go for a lunge up the inside into the chicane? Renuki goes a little bit defensive. We decide against it. Down into the hairpin. We go purple through the second sector. We now got to get a good run on the McLaren in front, but he starts to stretch away a little bit. We've not got any curves left, and this might be quite a difficult task now as we go down the back straight. Not got much of a slipstream. We are starting to close a little bit now, but I think it's a little bit too late. This is going to have to be a kamikaze move if we make it stick at all. We go a bit deep into the corner, hit the wall on the outside, and I don't think we're going to do it. It was a valiant effort, but well played to Renuki, who's going to win here in the McLaren, taking a win here in Canada. Second place will go to myself in the Red Bull, and third should go to the Force India of Rabbit Conch, making it a 1-2. No, it isn't, because Djibouti man's just passed him in the Williams to make it a 1-2 Djibouti now for the podium places. But what an enjoyable race that was. Absolute carnage. X-Files stuff on the first lap, and then that hunt down of Renuki. But he managed to hold on, some good defensive work, and just about, if we had another lap, I think we would have just about taken the win. But nevertheless, a valiant second place will go down well with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and it's actually been quite short, this sprint mode video. Well, I apologise for that. It's been very short. I'll try and make another one next week to make up for that. But now, as Renuki starts to celebrate in his McLaren, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like and subscribe if you did, and comment about enjoying it. You enjoyed it that much. I hope you have a great day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye. Oh shit, CeeLo Green! CeeLo Green's out! Oh my god!